We are extremely pleased to be with you here today. We are happy to chat with you about whatever it is you would like to chat about. Where would you like to begin?
So let's talk about houses and places to live. It's such a metaphor for feeling safe, secure, supported in the world and all of that. So not coincidentally, both Ina and I manifested gorgeous, beautiful, just really spacious homes at the same time. We moved in exactly the same week, pretty much a couple of years ago. And then on exactly the same timeline, both of our leases ended. And so we are both now in this beautiful place of transitioning to our new space. And so moving creates all this uncertainty and getting to, navigate and listen to our inner guidance. So I've been breathing more into the spaciousness of time and allowing my next space to emerge, doing a lot of visioning and just really slowing down to listen. And also I would love to have my next house become very clear in my experience very swiftly. And Ina also has a hard stop of a date for moving that is imminent. So transcending the illusion of time and going into house creation, I would love to get the alchemist insight on house creation tools or practices or games that we can play that bring the next step, living arrangement, into clarity swiftly and beautifully and elegantly, so easy and very clear as well. So any advice on house creation approaches is where I would love to play tonight.
Excellent. Yes. Well, what we want you to get is that the next step is already here. It's already done, dear ones. It's already done for both of you. And we really want you to get that you are your home is not who you are. And it is easy to attach identity to yourself through your home. And it's easy to feel better or feel worse about yourself depending on what your home environment is like. So it's an interesting situation because most people use their living situations as a form of judgment. Judgment of others, judgment of themselves. There's a criticalness, criticism that can come based on what the material home looks like and what it represents. And what we will say is you are both in a position of creating sanctuary, of creating homes that nurture your souls, that allow you to bring your best work into the world. And that feeling of sanctuary can come in all different forms. It can look so many different ways, but what we want you to really focus on is the feeling of how you want to feel in your home. And when you feel at home in your home, when you feel the sanctuary in your home, it does not matter what size it is, how big it is, all of the little details. It is more about the consciousness of energy that is within the home. So there are multiple layers to this because in the calling, we're just going to say in the revealing of your next home, because they both of your homes already are done deals and you're going to like them. And so in the revealing of them, focus on the frequency of how you want to feel in your home and everything that you both currently love about how you feel in your current homes in terms of feeling supported by the space and feeling that feeling relaxed and appreciative and taken care of and expansive and inspired and all of those things that you want to feel in your next home. And the more you hold that frequency of how you want to feel in your next home, the more quickly it will reveal itself to you, because it's like the frequency is what opens up the curtains to what's there, but you can't see that home if you're not in the vicinity of seeing it yet. If you're not in the vicinity of the frequency, it's not going to reveal itself to you as quickly. And so there's that component of it. And we will say to both of you, don't compromise. If you walk into a place and it doesn't feel like how you want to feel, walk out. Don't even bother. Don't drop your standards on how you want to feel in that sanctuary space. It's important that both of you feel really taken care of in that space and loved by that space, and it's a space that you want to love, that's light and bright and that lights you up. So for both of you, we would say don't compromise. Don't just go for anything. Wait for what really is your next base camp for the work that you're bringing into the world. So there's that component. And then we will also say that it is not by chance that you are both experiencing having to move out of your homes at a time where planetarily there is a massive shift happening and everyone's old patterns are surfacing, and so you have created a scenario that is going to bring up your old limiting beliefs. So, and we know that you know this, but we're just reiterating that it's all a game. The house thing really is a game, and we know that you spoke with Ina about that earlier, but it really is just a game when you can really get that observational standpoint of this is just a scenario that's unfolding so that it gives you an opportunity to deal with your demons and your old patterns and your feelings of scarcity or unlovability or unworthiness, of all of that. the more quickly you acknowledge them and love them and let them go, the more easily this next house is going to show up for you. So we just want to add that. So in terms of processes, tools in allowing in your new home, well, the words that we get are melting, fear melting, worry melting, anxiousness melting, impatience melting. So when the feelings of limitation come up, or worry, or we know that you are both in a place of having a certain amount of days that feel like that could be constraining if you use time as a limitation. But time as a limitation just causes the opportunity for feelings of fear, worry, anxiousness, nervousness, all of that to come up. So we want you to, when those feelings come up, the word melting is what just keeps coming there, that it's an opportunity to really breathe and melt those emotions that are coming up. And when we say melt, we mean those emotions are actually happening in your head. They're happening in your mental space. They're not happening from your heart space. So when those thoughts and worries come up, the key is to melt. It means, I must be boiling. I'm at the melting point, and I have to melt from this being in this mental space to dropping down into my heart space. So you can hold that fear and worry in your mind and really notice how that's where it is, whatever the negative emotions are. Just notice, this is like the boiling point. It's going on in my head. It's at the top of my being. It's not actually happening in my heart space, in my connected space. And to breathe in and let those worries play themselves out a bit. We know that both of you like to play in the realm of drama a bit and are letting go of that. So let yourself say out loud, all of you, yell them out, act them out, any of those fears, worries, concerns. I'm not lovable. The universe is persecuting me. I'm hated by God. Whatever it is, you can get over dramatic and be over dramatic in your headspace, so that you're really vocalizing all of those. You're not poo-pooing them, but you're letting the demons really vocalize themselves. You can dramatize them physically, act them out, and yell them out. Speak in Valley Girl, speak in accents, do whatever you want to act like a soap opera to really dramatize whatever emotion that you're feeling in that moment, so that you're letting it take the stage. Because that's a lot of what's going on, is that these emotions are just, they're wanting to run the show and they want center stage. So just give them center stage. Let them be acted out. And then you have a place of clearing. And so the melting is from that point to move from your head down, breathing it down into your body. And after the Shakespearean drama has played out, then feel all of it melting, softening, and dropping down as you're breathing, and then connecting into your heart space. And from that heart space, just begin to feel into the sanctuary of what you really want to create, of what you really want to feel. And you can go through a process of thanking all the characters in your play for such amazing performances, for playing money scarcity out so well, for playing time fears out so well, for playing insecurities, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, whatever it is. You can, from your heart space, you can acknowledge that those were all characters in the play and that they just did a stunning performance. You can applaud them. They want to be acknowledged. They want to be applauded. So do you get the power of that, of just being able to applaud the show that you're putting on from your heart space after you've acted it out completely? And then from that calm, centered heart space, anything is possible. It's possible. And all those characters are just characters that are saying what they want to say, and they're characters from your childhood. They're characters from that you've been living out in certain ways. They're the beliefs, but they're important beliefs, and they deserve to have stage time, and they deserve to be loved for their performance because they're not going to be performing for long. And so this really is sort of like a grand finale show, because you really are moving into a whole new space with not having these limitations anymore. So you might as well, and that's sort of what's happening for a lot of people right now, is that as these deeper emotions are coming up, it's sort of like a grand finale. And so you really want to allow them to put on a good show. So let them have their final performances and applaud them, and then anchor into your heart space. And as you anchor into your heart space, you actually get to connect with who you really are and your deeper knowing, because you know as soon as you anchor there how ridiculous all of that was, and you know that the bigger picture is that the universe adores you. The universe adores you. The universe is on your side. The universe is working in your favor for you 24/7. And when you allow yourself to work in as a co-conspirator for your biggest benefit with the universe, then the universe has access to so much more and can bring you and give you so much more. So dropping into that heart space, you're really remembering what's possible. And beautifully, you both have created magic already. You both have so many frames of reference of when you created amazing things out of the blue, including your current homes. They were magical unfoldings for both of you. So expect more magic, not less. Expect more magic, not less. Expect the magic to get bigger. Expect the excitement to get bigger. Expect the the gifts of the universe to get bigger, and expect yourselves to be supported in the process. Have the expectation of being 500%, 1,000, 1,000,000% supported by this benevolent universe that just wants you to keep finding ways to love yourself, to come home to who you are. And the more you allow yourself to experience yourself as love, to see yourself as love, to have the experience of loving yourself while having your new home revealed to you, the more fun ways the universe is going to throw in what's behind door number 3 and what's behind door number 5 and what's behind door number 17. And the universe is going to throw in all the bells and whistles that makes the entire journey even that much more magical, because it will unfold beautifully. And it could just be with a couple doors opening on the sides, or it could unfold beautifully with all these extra bells and whistles thrown in that just make the entire creation so much more magical. So expect magic. Get out your magic hat, wave your magic wand, and just don't forget how powerful you are and how ready you are for this beautiful unfolding. You are right where you are meant to be. You really are exactly where you are meant to be.
Thank you.
Yes. Did that help?
Yep, that feels complete. Thank you.
Excellent. Very well done. And with that, we look forward to chatting with you again in your new home.
Yes. And yours.